Hello and welcome at Exam Zone 24/7. Today we are going to discuss about your interview guidance. Hope you are well enough to qualify in written exam, and I have already discussed in previous of our discussions that how the interview will be a key deciding factor in your selection, rather your written marks. I have already shown through the calculations how it is the majority portion is going to be your interview and not the written marks only. And so, if you are good at written, then also you should not be very relaxed person now that for any time the result may come and you may not feel very much comfortable when you are going through various aspects of interview which are going to be associated with you in our so that they if they are asking to you related to your especially your job profiles. uh, See the questions related with the job profile especially of not of very much importance if you are working in a public sector bank, but if you are not working in a public sector bank, it will be difficult to cope up with because first your grade in private sectors are completely different to that in public sector. You need to take care of it. And what are the key things we will be discussing? What are the key things? The key things to take care of means that will be your profile. First, your profile means till date what have you managed in your banking career. Okay. So onwards we will be talking about whether you have worked in credit, then what you need to learn it. If you are working with the CASA, then what is other aspects of it. But today we will be focusing our discussion especially on your most important handling your job profile. How see handling your job profile is really very difficult in interview, especially when you have SBI has clearly mentioned that you know that equivalent work of scale 1 officer of SBI means whatever scale 1 officer in SBI is doing, you need to have all such exposures. All such exposures here means that you need not to be associated with all the key things like credit, CASA, relationship management, okay, lead generation, etc. But suppose you are working just like a scroll office. Scroll officer here generally it is this is not a specific word in this, but it is used that you are just working as a passing officer. Huh? Means, see, AM grade 1 in private sector is not equivalent in terms of role functions and responsibilities. Okay, then there may be a problem if you are working as a AM, but see, there has been instances where they have accepted the AMs. So you need not to be worried about, but clearly this is not equivalent job profile. Now, see, if you are working like the cash management, they will reject you for sure if you fail to represent yourself. Not only they will say that you are working in cash management, if you fail to represent yourself, okay, and explain the job profile, just if you say, sir, I am looking the cash management of the bank, then you would not be fit for CBO. Okay, then you must be very careful. Okay, to justify various categories of work, whatever you are doing, you need to justify. Then how you will be handling your job profile, we will be discussing it onwards. Suppose you are working just as a cash management officer. Okay, suppose, or you are just selling credit cards, or you are just doing cross selling only, or if you are, wait a minute, suppose if you are doing only saving accounts, or you are doing just lead generation. However, out of all whatever I have, lead generation is somewhat in a better position, as this is a marketing and selling. If you are working on an asset side, then it is good. But what you are looking, if you are looking the processing part, then it is good. But if you are doing only lead generation, then it is not as good as the first one. Okay, so how you will be justifying your work? If you are doing the cash management only, then see, in the interview they will ask, you have done only cash management in your job profile, as I see, but you know that a bank officer in SBI and other public sector bank is engaged in a various type of works which you do not have any exposure to that of. How you will be managing yourself? See, sir, I will learn is a very old dialogue. Okay, I will learn. I am a good learner. I am dedicated. ठीक है, old fashioned. Okay, you will get trapped and there will be no impact because everyone there is able to learn banking is not a rocket science. Okay? How will you justify? No, I am not going to answer it here because this is somewhat everyone knows that I never share the mock tests of exam zone 24/7 for the candidates they are appearing for, or I also do not guide online in such a specific and open manner so that everyone may use this thing. So you prepare your answer accordingly. If you are willing to how you will be handling this, you may join the exam room 247. But see, your admissions may not be possible. So prepare yourself because there is a limited seats, always 15 to 20 candidates only. Okay, for multiple sessions. So then suppose you are selling the credit cards, the same thing as okay. The same thing you may ask that you have done only credit cards and cross selling. You do not have any experience of general banking. How you will be handling all these things in SBI? And you know that SBI is very fast growing bank and having a too much various types of work to be done in a branch on day to day basis. You will find uncomfortable to do such type of various type of works associated with you as you didn't uh, do a number of things in your banking career till now. Then how you will be answering this? See, a number of the problem, where is the problem? Because a number of teachers online are there who actually not a banker, who actually do not know anything about banking, who actually do not have any such type of exceptional qualifications and knowledge base so that they can assess you. Even sometimes, okay, candidates they are interviewing are better than they are advising the candidates. तो कई बार ऐसा होता है कि जो आपका मॉक ले रहा है कैंडिडेट्स ऑलवेज उससे अच्छा आंसर बताता है जो अभी बहुत सारे टीचर्स ऑनलाइन आ गए हैं. ठीक है, नॉट ओनली ऑनलाइन बट जस्ट दे टॉक अबाउट बिग, दे टॉक बिग, बट रियली for good answers to advise, you must have two good knowledge base. You must be experienced in that field so that the proper loopholes, reasons, and effective communication skills related to particular topic can be advised to candidates. Okay, so you prepare better yourself. Do not get trapped into someone uh, preaching hard. Okay, that I will guide you. It's nothing, nothing, nothing. You will find yourself completely uncomfortable. See, whatever I am asking online nowadays, you cannot find a better answer until you get someone who has very exceptional knowledge base and experience. So always, especially in interview, you must focus on very experienced teachers. Especially you focus bankers. See, and the very it is almost asked with everyone. Suppose you are working in a HDFC or you are working in a ICICI. I will be asking to you if you are as you are working in ICICI, it is a very big bank as you see in terms of asset size, in terms of global expansions and others. It is almost comparable to SBI. Okay, you may see. As you have mm, given a lot of your work, your experience, your time to ICICI. So the growth options with ICICI are better as of now for you as compared to SBI, then why do you want to be with SBI? Now, if you are answering like sir, SBI is a big bank, SBI ये है, SBI वो है, okay, and career growth, then again they will ask that ICICI would be in a better position to provide career growth if you have so much of skills, because you know monetary benefits. ICICI is may provide more comparative uh, remuneration if you are good and qualified and you have proper skills. If you say the MD and CEO salary of private banks and public sector banks, you will find a difference. Then you find that you will be in uncomfortable position again. If someone has taught you, अगर किसी ने आपको ये बताया है कि SBI ऐसा बैंक है, ग्लोबल बैंक है, how many of these global banks are not? And something, if you want to work with a global bank, you must have that expertise, knowledge, and experience. If you have all these things, SBI will be considering you. It will be not considering you. Okay. So do not go through. Just prepare yourself accordingly. Okay. Prepare yourself accordingly. Now, see why SBI. I would be. I would not make this answer as a public because it is exclusive to your profile. Just how I advise you: first, exam zone 247 studies your profile, your weakness, your qualifications, and then we prepare curated answers for candidates. This is different for different candidates. Okay, but as a common practice, if you will attend various type of portals for interview, you will get a common answer for this: why SBI, why SBI, why. Everyone will be answering like this only. That is the reason being most of you do not find. Even some of the candidates, they have failed. They marked as a failed in interview. Okay, even written was very good, but they marked the candidate as failed in interview. That is the reason they are marking as a fail. And I do not want that you be marked as a fail. So I advise that you prepare accordingly, and what answer will be good, that will be sounding good to you also. It is not only that it will be sounding good to the interviewers or the panel, but at the same time it will be sounding good to you when you listen it, that yes, it is perfect, I am comfortable with this, yes, it is with me. And by that time if your answer is curated by the particular candidates, there is no options for cross questions. If you stop at anything and make something lie. Okay, lying is a good thing in interview, but see, lying is a good thing only when you are cross questioned over that part, and you are ready to express your things, your ideas on the basis of that, whatever you are lying with. Okay, lying is good in interview only if it serves your purpose. If it traps you, then it will be very difficult to get rid of that. Now, the candidates of private sector banks, yes, if you are from good private sector bank like HDFC, ICICI, okay, Axis, then it is good, they will consider, but thing again matters what profile you are handling. Okay, what profile you are handling, and how you will be justifying your profile. I have already advised that how you will be justifying your profile. A small finance bank, okay, really it may be difficult for you. If you fail to represent in a better way. And for payment banks, especially, see, if you will see that Bank of Baroda recently notified that LBU exam, they have clearly barred that persons from payment bank and other financial institutions. So it will be Herculean task to you if you have applied and if they have considered you. First thing is this. So you prepare accordingly. For the private sector banks, it is okay. And for RRBs and other public sector bank, no issue. Just represent yourself in a better way. Like in RRBs, they will be saying that you have done a number of things in the with the RRBs, and you know that SBI is almost doing running in a more commercial mode. Then how you will find yourself in such a position in competitive environment to adjust yourself in new environment? What SBI is doing and what RRBs are doing. Further, how you will differentiate SBI and RRBs in terms of work and others? Okay, these are the questions, but see, there are some common answers and there are curated answers. Curated answers are always most effective. Common answers are leave no impression. Okay, and they may mark you as a fail in interview. So prepare well. Prepare well in terms of especially job profile, because it is already mentioned in the advertisement explicitly that they will be matching your job profile. Okay, onwards we will be discussing that whatever questions are asked last year in SBI interview, one day I will be sharing one question to two questions, and will be discussing what will be the better answer for this. Like, one question was asked, what should be current ratio for a small enterprise? Okay, we will be discussing, because before we discuss that what should be, we need to know what is the current ratio. If you want interview guidance, you may text us over WhatsApp number. Okay, hope this finds you well, and it will be useful.